What's up, Snow?
Not much, MJ.
It's snowing across much of America.
Oh, I wonder if they got a white Christmas.
They did in Vermont, where my sister lives.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, it's probably been snowing like in since November there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
always does. How was your Christmas?
It was good. Just went to like one of my friend's house. I'll do my stuff with my family later in the next year.
Yeah, my kids are getting older, and it gets harder. Like I always try to do, I always like giving really good gifts and stuff like that. But as you get older, you don't even know what they want anymore. So you just end up, give them cash or like, what do you want? I'll order it for you. Put it on my card.
Hmm.
You know. So
Well, they probably like that better.
yeah. I mean, they get what they want in that case.
Yeah.
And then of course, I had to drop somebody off at the airport, and my car broke down as soon as I got back to Kingman. Merry Christmas Eve to me.
At least you made it all the way back.
Yes, it could have been a lot worse. I think baby Jesus was looking out for me on it. So there is that good part. Yeah, other than that, God, it's just families are so difficult at Christmas. Do you like Christmas at all? Do you like Christmas itself?
Not really. I mean, my favorite holiday is Halloween. And then like New Year's is probably my second one because you get to dress up then too, you know? Not like well, you could wear costumes. I mean, you can wear whatever you want, but
You mean like get dressed up?
like I like the holidays where it's just like, you get to dress up and party, like why I suppose Christmas now people dress up, they wear those ugly sweaters,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I don't know. No, I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. It's cold.
What was the best Christmas present you ever got?
Oh God. In my entire life,
Yeah. Is there one thing that sticks out?
we pretty much got like what we asked for. Like I got Cabbage Patches, I got Barbies, I got
You got Cabbage Patches that year that was like hard to get
Oh
Cabbage
yeah.
Patches?
Yeah.
What did your parents do to get those?
Oh my God.
Did they fight somebody at Kmart?
I don't know what they did, but my dad used to like to play tricks on us. Like he would that year he left the cabbages on the roof, the Cabbage Patch Kids on the roof. So it looked like that they fell out of Santa's
Oh,
sack and Santa forgot to bring those down. So we opened all of our Christmas presents and then we're like sad because that was the big gift, like we really wanted the Cabbage Patch Kids because they were popular. And we were like, oh yeah, no, this is great. And then my dad would do like, because we didn't want to sound like ungrateful little shits. Like we're like, no, yeah, this was like a really good Christmas. And we're like thinking, where in the hell are our Cabbage Patch Kids? So then my dad would do the thing. He's like, let me go outside really quick. And then he goes outside and comes back and he's like, you guys, I think that Santa left something on the roof for you. I think he forgot and they accidentally fell out of his sack and they're on the roof. I don't know. You guys need to come outside and look at this with me. So he'd trick us like that. He'd pull. Then we're like, oh my God, we did get our Cabbage Patch Kids. And like our heads would be exploding, Yeah.
if you hear us pause, it's because Snow made these margaritas because we're doing our Christmas dinner a little bit late here, and these are actually absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, so we might have to pause to refill. Yeah. But you guys are going to have to try both kinds. I did like the blended one, and then I also like to do beer margaritas. So you have to try both and vote for your favorite.
Yeah, Kaz Fast should be late as usual.
That's okay. She's bringing churro cheesecake, y'all.
Um,
She'd be as late as she wants.
you know, I never really got what I wanted for Christmas. I mean, I always got gifts and stuff like that. I don't know if my parents didn't pay attention to whatever the problem was. Got my mom's a whole other issue on Christmas. But I always wanted, like, because Star Wars came out when I was like 8 years old, and
Mhm.
I always wanted the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
The
yeah.
big one. But I think it was too expensive, quite frankly, for my family.
Right.
And I never got it. And there was a few years ago, I had this friend in Lake Havasu that, she was like, "Well, you got nowhere to go on Christmas. Why don't you just come out to my place and have dinner with my family?" And I was just like, "Oh, yeah, it's better than sitting home feeling miserable by myself. Yeah, I'll come out." And this was about 2019. And for that Christmas, she gave me 2 Millennium Falcons.
What?
Yeah. I was like,
Who?
it was one of my friends in the house.
Not one, but two.
Two of them. Yeah, one was a drone, and one was the typical, the one with the action figures
Right.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just thought that was the most thoughtful gift because I told her the story in passing, like maybe a year
How
before.
sweet.
Yeah.
Gosh, she wins the award for like sweetest person then,
Yes,
you know?
yeah, thoughtfulness and
Wow.
a great memory too.
Yeah, who remembers that?
Yeah. So since we last left y'all, you had the Netflix fight, and it was great to see Jake Paul and Andrew Tate get their asses kicked in a boxing match. Now, you probably don't know who Jake Paul is.
How did I miss that? No, but I know who Andrew Tate is, and I
Yeah.
can't stand him.
Yeah, so Jake Paul is the guy that fought Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was kind of holding back his punches and not really going.
In the most recent Tyson fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's that influencer guy. He's just a complete asshole. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Who does these boxing matches that
Like
aren't
Andrew
sanctioned.
Tate.
Yeah, and Andrew Tate also fought, and both of them got their asses kicked.
Wow.
So
Why did Mike Tyson hold back?
because it's in the contract, because they're not really fights. It's just this pre-planned expedition. Jesus.
But then that makes him look bad. Like no wonder people were saying, well, he's just too old now to be fighting. It's like,
Yeah.
But if he wouldn't have held back, he probably could have kicked his ass.
Yeah.
He might have knocked his ass out like in the first round, like he used to do.
This guy had to be a good 6 inches taller than Jake Paul, and he broke his jaw in 2 places.
Oh.
Yeah. This guy deserves it, though.
Oh, I know.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't listen to him, but I mean, that doesn't sound that fair to me, though, if the guy is like 6 inches tall. I thought they were supposed to be in the same range.
According to Jake Paul, this guy didn't follow the script.
Oh, and beat his ass anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, so boxing is rigged.
That Jake Paul, yeah. That boxing's rigged. Except for the Andrew Tate one,
Okay.
And that guy just probably beat the crap out of him because Andrew Tate's a piece of shit sex trafficker.
Yeah, he is a piece of shit. And he's gross, too. Like, I'm like, ew. No wonder you have to sex traffic people. Like, you're disgusting. Like, ugh. I shouldn't say that. But, I mean, look at other sex traffickers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then you had Trump renamed the Kennedy Center the Trump Kennedy Center for Performing Arts, which is just disgusting.
I don't think we can we really call him a sex trafficker? But like, at least we don't need buildings with pedos names on it, though, do we? Yeah. I mean, no.
Well, we're apparently going to have a whole new class of Navy ships called Trump battleships, the Trump class battleship, and they're going to be gold. You just can't, right?
Oh, what?
It's better just not to follow this shit.
It's like, how do I get like on a mail or bride system? How do I fucking do this? I'm ready to go.
Ready to
ready to go.
I suppose you could talk to Andrew Tate.
Oh, God, no. Fuck no. No, I'm going to stay away from Romania, okay? I'd like to go to the Mediterranean, though.
There you go. All right, so if we have any fans in the Mediterranean, you can follow us on our socials, the Reality Redemption Podcast on Facebook, Reality Redemption on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're a
You're
rich,
really making it.
if you're a rich
You're
guy
really
in the
making it
Mediterranean,
official.
you can check Snow out and send us a message. On the podcast description, it says send us a text. So send us a text, send us some photos, and we'll vet you. And
Hilarious.
send your bank account information to also.
Oh my God. Hey, I got money too. I'm going to be like Julie Ross. I got money to spend in this place.
I don't know if you want to put that out there.
Oh, yeah. No. Sorry. No, I'm broke.
Yeah. I know, we're living off this fucking podcast money. All right, and drink. Did you see Trump's very loving Christmas messages?
Nope. Didn't even pay attention to him.
He wished the Democrats
To get coal in their stockings or some shit?
No, the radical left scum is what he said.
Okay.
I guess we're proud radical left scum.
Okay. I don't really
Christmas.
consider myself scum or radical, but...
And now there's no longer transgender for all because apparently we want everybody to be transgender. All right. He also said that this may potentially be our last Christmas.
Is he blowing up the world?
Well, he bombed Nigeria yesterday, or on Christmas.
No, I know, but is he blowing up the rest of it? Like, he's like...
the one thing that happened, I think it was on Christmas Eve, that...
He's like, if you let my pedophile information out there, I'm going to push the red button.
No, it's not that. He did sign a bill that it would make it easier to classify people like us as domestic threats to national security and potentially lock people like us up by executive order. What do you say, just bring it on?
I guess.
Come get
what
us.
else are we supposed to do? What else do you do?
Flee the Mediterranean.
There's a lot of fucking people that hate you, dude. We're not, get in line. There's a long, long list.
There is a long, long list, of...
He's just unraveling because of the fucking Epstein file drops, huh?
Yeah.
Just unfucking raveling.
He's just going fucking nuts.
And it's like, isn't that how you kind of tell that someone is guilty?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, if you weren't guilty and didn't have nothing to worry about, you wouldn't be getting all frazzled up like this. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, so let's start off with this, because this is the perfect way to get into that subject, okay?
Okay.
You know who Aaron Parnas is?
Yes.
He, political commentator on, TikTok and Instagram.
Somebody who might be in trouble. According to
So I think
another fellow Dem.
I think this is the perfect intro for what we're about to talk to. Okay, because mainstream media does not seem to want to talk about this subject. So let me see if I can bring this up.
It's time to talk about Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Lake Michigan. As you know, there is an FBI tip sheet that was released as part of the Epstein files showing horrific allegations concerning Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and a young girl concerning Lake Michigan. You have the file. You can see it. I want to talk a little bit more about this file and other FBI tip sheets that were released, not just from a journalistic perspective, but also from a legal perspective. And I'll start off by saying that these files are exactly why we need to see all of the files, right? All of the Epstein files. And the way the Justice Department has been releasing the files is completely unacceptable and in violation of the law. An FBI tip sheet is not evidence in a court of law. And that's why people have to be very careful when we talk about these files like this, because every time you call the FBI and provide a tip, they write it down, kind of like they did with that Lake Michigan tip. Every tip then must be investigated by FBI agents to make sure whether it is true or not. And that's where things get a little murky, Because the DOJ isn't releasing all the files right away, we don't know if this tip was ever investigated. We don't know if there's evidence to corroborate it. Now, I could have come on here and said, oh my God, look at this bombshell document and overhype it and sensationalize it for you all, but I won't do that. Because if I did that, and ultimately we get all the documents and the FBI did investigate it back in 2020 or 2019 and it was completely untrue, then you look at me and be like, Aaron, why the hell are you doing this and over sensationalizing it? So this just highlights exactly why we need all of the files. I've been talking to a lot of folks concerning this tip sheet and others, but you have to remember a tip sheet is just that. It's just a tip. It's not evidence. I want to be truthful. I want to be accurate. The document exists, but I want more. I want all the files. I want all the context. I want to know if the FBI investigated it. I want to know what the conclusions were. I want all of that before telling you, okay, this is 100% true or not.
Okay, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I read it and it was awful. It was the most horrible thing I'd ever read. But I didn't immediately say, oh, Trump did this, because you don't
Right. You
know
don't
for a
know.
fact. And
Right.
it should be tried. And if he did do it, he should go to fucking prison, you know?
Because
Like-
it is horrific. Now,
Horrible.
Trump did have a yacht on Lake Michigan.
Of course.
Okay, that's out there. And
Mhm.
stuff like that. Now, if again, this is allegations, okay? This is hearsay. This is it. But this is in the files, okay? And mainstream media is not covering it. And I don't see why they don't cover it with that caveat. He did.
Yeah, why can't they just cover it and say, this is in the files?
Allegedly.
However, this has not been investigated or
Right.
taken to court or, like this has not gone any further, but it is in the file. This woman, she's a woman, but I don't know if
Well, she was a girl.
I didn't,
It was a little
right.
girl.
No, she was a little girl when it happened, but I don't know if she made the allegations when she was already older
She
and
was
talking about
She was
her.
an adult when she made the
Okay, yeah. That's what I assumed too. I was like, she had talked about when she was 13 and what had happened to her when she was 13, but that she was an adult now.
Yeah.
Like, or when at the time of
So,
contacting the FBI.
yes. So the document alleges that she was sexually abused, got pregnant, had the baby, and Trump was there when the baby was thrown into Lake Michigan
Hmm. By her uncle.
by her uncle.
Her uncle is the one that killed the baby and threw it into the lake,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Now this is in the files. Again, we're
Right.
not saying this is true.
Right.
This could all be made up.
And the thing about one of the things about making an FBI report, if you make a false FBI report to the FBI,
Yeah.
you are in trouble for making false reports. Like those carry punishments too. So like that's why I'm like, yeah, let's investigate it. But I'm like, for her to go and make a claim like this,
Yeah, a tip to the FBI.
I personally don't think she's fucking around. I don't like that, but still needs to be investigated
And
needs to be prosecuted, man. If they find out that, yes,
this story was way more horrific than anything I could imagine would have been in those files.
yeah, maybe that's why they chose to release it like first.
Well, what it happened was, again, they were supposed to release the files unredacted,
Hmm.
except for maybe the victims' names. But they released them, and when they did the redactation, I should say, you could copy and paste the document and then put it, into a PDF
Right.
document, and then when you paste it, the redaction was there. So they were just sitting there with Sharpies, just redacting stuff, because apparently when Doge was making these cuts, they cut the grant that went to Adobe that you laugh, but yeah, it's true. The they the government paid Adobe to have the software to edit these files. Well, Doge cut that, so they had to do it with Sharpies.
You guys fucked yourselves. You literally fucked yourselves. I don't know how else to say it.
I guess we should say thank you, Elon.
I know. That's what the whole time you're sitting there talking about, I'm like, wait, Doge is Elon. Thanks, Elon.
Well,
That's probably why he did it. Remember when he said, by the way, Trump is in the Epstein files. Have a nice day, or whatever he said. Remember when they got in their cat fight?
Yeah. How incompetent are you, though, that you do it with a Sharpie?
Oh, well, like my thinking too was after I found out, like how you had told me, yeah, they had the program where they could remove remove all the markings off of it so they could read it. And I was like, dude, even if it wouldn't have happened that way, somebody probably would have fucked up and said some shit on Chat GPT or something and fucking leaked it out that way, Who the fuck? They're so fucking incompetent.
Like the FBI agents are like on Discord going, "Hey, should I take out this part about Trump raping these other two women? Should we block that out?
Should we take the part out? We should definitely take the part out about Lake Michigan, right? I mean, definitely take
Lake
that
Michigan,
part out.
Take that part out. Or is it that the lifelong FBI agents realize that their leadership is so incompetent that they did it on purpose? Go, watch what we do now. I mean, that's why Dan Bongino left, because
maybe like some unsung hero up in there, that's like, I'm gonna do this for the good of humanity.
Yeah, I mean, because being an FBI agent, it's a good gig and stuff like that. I'm sure you wouldn't want to lose it, but it's a good way to, a big fuck you to the system.
Right? I don't know if that I'm going with option A, where they were so incompetent that they fucked themselves because they're too stupid. I'm gonna go with that one. That one makes me feel better, right?
Yeah.
Like to be like, look at how incompetent you guys are. This is what happens when you just hire loyalists and not people who actually know how to do the jobs. This is what happens to you when you just want ass kissers. Okay? Yeah. So good luck. Good luck with the rest of your term, too.
Dude, and then there was an allegation that I think Trump assaulted somebody else, and they said that she died by suicide, but like the report was just like, there's no way, because her head was like blown off. And they were like, there's no way that she had done that herself. But the coroner listed it as a suicide.
Oh.
That's in there.
Wow.
And there's another case of another one. There was one file there that Trump was on the phone bragging about assaulting someone, and the person driving, the driver, the chauffeur, or whatever you want to call him, pulled over and said, "Get out. I don't want any part of this.
Get out of my car?
Get out of my car."
Wow.
So there's some serious shit in there, and not just about Trump. We're kind of harping on that because that's
all of them should go down, man.
Yeah. Even Clinton came out and said, "Hey, I want you to release it all.
Release everything that has my name in it too." He's like, I don't have anything to hide. Release all of it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, because Epstein was a very influential person. He had money. He ran around at these same parties that all these rich people go to.
Well, plus he had money because he was like blackmailing all of them.
Yeah.
That's how he got his money too, right?
Yeah. Well, because if you have evidence of what's going on, the picture that the picture I showed you of Trump with all the little girls on the plane?
Yeah.
I ran that through AI, and AI came back and said there's a very slim possibility that this is AI generated because just the lighting was all natural and stuff like that.
Oh,
Just the way the shadows were and everything.
that's so disgusting. Like, what was he doing with
Yeah,
they looked like they were like 12
Yeah, and he
and
said,
younger.
so what if I flew on a plane with a bunch of young girls? Nothing was going on. And I'm like going, well, why were you flying with a bunch of young girls?
Yeah, why not just tell us what you were doing then? Like, if you have nothing to worry about and
Yeah.
you were on a plane with a bunch of little girls,
Well, yeah, why are you fighting so hard to...
like, just tell the truth then and be like, no, this is why we did that, blah, blah, blah.
And for the victims, you can see why they're afraid to come out, because you're dealing with some of the richest and most powerful men in the world. Now, this is before Trump was president, okay? But at the same time, Trump was a very rich and influential person for many, many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
As is, what was it, Prince Andrew, too, and whoever else is in there. I'm surprised other names haven't really come out yet.
I know.
And there's just so much of it to sort through. Yeah, it's hard to validate what's right or wrong or true, false.
And it's like, it makes more sense now that this stuff's coming out. Like, it really makes a whole lot of more sense. Like, that Jeff Epstein was murdered and why he was murdered, like why he was offed instead.
It was in the report that he gave he was talking to somebody in days before, and he said, due to my religion, there's no way I would kill myself.
Oh. And
then you have that tape of the camera that was outside of his door with that missing 2 minutes on it.
And you have the coroner in that one, in his investigation, said that the breaks in the neck were not consistent of a suicide, but of somebody who actually, of strangulation. Remember when that happened?
Yeah.
That happened after he was, like right after he was dead. And then like they obviously had to do like the autopsy and all that. And then it came out that the coroner stated that the breaks in the neck from hanging and whatnot were not, that it was not due to a hanging though, that it was more like due to a strangulation.
Just a fucking wild story.
Mm-hmm.
That we probably will never know the truth on it. Or maybe we will. Who knows? But, God, fucked up. The thing is, though, that what's weird is, even if these FBI tip sheets and allegations are true, that he doesn't lose his base at all. They stick with him.
Of course they will.
Like that guy called in to Dean Withers and said, hey, what's wrong with, what?
He asked what's exactly wrong with raping underage girls? What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
And like Dean was just sitting there like, what?
Dumbfounded.
What? You're literally asking me. I'm telling you, man, I was thinking about this because I'm like, I've thought about this several times. I mean, how can you not? It's always in our faces. And I'm like, dude, he's not going to lose supporters around here. And I've sat on grand jury here in Kingman. And all the pedo cases we had to hear, it was like their own parents were the ones that were doing stuff to these kids. So I'm like, these people don't care. I go, they've either fucked underage people themselves or they want to. That's basically the way I see them. They fall into those two categories. They've either done it themselves and got away with it, no one knows about it, or they fucking secretly want to do it and they don't give a flying fuck.
Well, I found somebody that explains exactly what you're saying on it.
Okay.
And I think you sent me videos from this person. They go by the Dark Left on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and here's how he explains it.
A lot of people still wonder, how can Trump supporters still back him after all of this? The indictments and Jan 6 and immigration, the dumb shit he says, Project 2025, praising dictators, wanting to be a king. How can they still support him? I can tell you. Because it's not about politics, it's about identity. It's their identity, and it's a hell of a drug. See, when you support a politician, you can walk away when they fail you. You can support a movement but still question its tactics when it strays. But when that movement becomes your identity, every criticism feels personal. Every fact that doesn't agree with their view is seen as a threat by that person. And the only response left is denial or projection or rage. These aren't conservatives defending conservative values. These are people defending themselves, their status, their privilege, their grievance, their fear of change. You could do a side-by-side of Trump's failures next to his own voters' suffering, and they would still say, yeah, but he gets me. He gets me. Not he helps me. Not everything's better. Not he improves my life. He just hates the people I hate. And that's all it takes. They would rather lose health care than admit they were caught. They would rather watch their hometowns rot than admit Biden didn't do it. They would rather cheer on a man who mocks fallen soldiers, cheats on his wives, lies like it's a reflex, and fakes Bible verses because somehow that's their guy. And here's the wild part. When these people finally let go of the cult, when the Trump mask finally comes off and they're no longer stuck in this identity loop of grievance and owning the libs, they become rational. They start asking questions. They reclaim their actual beliefs, not the ones force-fed to them by Fox or Newsmax or their grandma on Facebook. They realize being anti-woke isn't a political stance. It's the right's branding tool. That law and order was never about laws. It's about control. And that the real con was making them think empathy was weakness when it's not weakness. It's human. So it's not surprising they stick with Trump through it all. Because they weren't defending politics. They were defending a story about themselves. A story that said, you're the real American, the forgotten one, the victim in someone else's success. But the second they realize they're not victims and that this country hasn't been taken from them, it's just growing with or without them, that's when they break free. Trump didn't build a coalition. He built a giant mirror. And a lot of people just can't stop staring into it. And if you want to follow me over on Instagram.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. But I mean, they probably are people who were like miserable before Trump came along, felt like they were nobodies, and he makes them feel like a somebody, you know?
Yeah. So, I guess as we end 2025 here, this will be our last show of the year. We'll probably do one on like New Year's Day, but it was a fucking fucked up year this year.
Yeah.
You know? And so I'd like to end it like we always do, review a few things that people we've lost. But one positive, Dick Van Dyke turned 100. He made it.
Yes!
So,
I love Dick Van Dyke.
so we did have that. Okay, and here's some of the people that we have lost this year. Diane Keaton.
I know, so sad.
Gene Hackman.
Oh, I love him
Gene
too.
Hackman. Yeah. Robert Redford.
Yeah, I loved his movies.
Yeah. One of the best people doing climate work and stuff like that years before it became the thing to do. Jane Goodall.
The gorilla lady.
Yeah. David Lynch.
Oh, yeah, I liked his creepy shows.
I never understood Twin Peaks, to tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
Twin Peaks, and he made that movie Blue Velvet, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sly Stone. Brian Wilson. Musical genius on it.
Oh, the
Sounds.
Beach Boys, yeah.
Pet Sounds. Brilliant album. Roberta Flack.
Oh, sad.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
That, too soon.
Too soon, yeah. He was a really good guy, too.
Theo.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer was the Mardi Gras king the year I went to Mardi Gras. Because
Was
every
he?
year they have like a celebrity play
Yeah.
the Mardi Gras king, yeah.
Michael Madsen.
Oh, I loved him too.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs.
I know when he cuts the fucking cop's ear
Yeah.
off. Oh, so creepy.
Diane Ladd.
Oh.
Michelle Trachtenberg.
That name
She was
sounds
she was
familiar.
she was in one of those teen shows in like
That's
the
what I
2000s.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marian Faithfull. The she her and Mick Jagger had a thing there.
Oh, okay.
Giorgio Armani.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Greg Biffle, NASCAR driver. We talked about him last week. And the two big ones for me, Rob Reiner.
Hmm.
Very sad.
And
What a
Michelle
great man.
Reiner.
How was Spinal Tap 2? You watched it? I didn't.
Oh, it was good. I'll have to rewatch it though. I fell asleep in
Okay.
it before I finished it. It's not because it was boring. That's my habit. I always fall asleep to movies and shows. In fact, I can't even go to bed without the TV being on.
And the big one, the one that hurt the most for me this year, just because I had so many memories of going to his shows, so many good times based around this, and this guy influenced almost all the hard rock music that I have listened to. The King, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah, Ozzy. That was
Ozzy,
sad.
man. Terrible fucking Ozzy. God. And he was another one, just a really good guy.
Yeah,
And
he was
stuff like
awesome.
that, and underrated on how funny he was, too.
Oh yeah, he was hilarious.
Yeah.
All you had to do was watch his reality shows too. It's funny.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all we got for you this week, other than watch the new Tom Segura Special Teacher on Netflix, which I found was hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yep. So with that, we'll wrap up this year, and we will see you on New Year's Day. And bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.